Afternoon baseball here on the show. Ought to be a good one here between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Chicago Cubs. Alexi Ortega, the National League's batting leader, continues his campaign for a batting crown. Next. Sum Igawa, the Japanese left-hander, is tasked with the starting job. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Wow, not only was this guy good in his last start working deep in the game, but he also posted a double-digit strikeout total. We'll see if he has that kind of stuff again in this one.
Into the box now, Antonio Ruiz. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year.
Number 28.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the game's first pitch is taken for ball one. Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon, fortune has been smiling on them recently. They're unbeaten in their last 7 games.
You know, Matty, the season's such a grind, and you fight so hard day in, day out, and you're playing against the best players in the world, so you know you're going to lose some games coming out of spring training. To get on a roll where you win 7 in a row, a week of everything coming together, that's a special feeling.
Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Should be in for a warm one this afternoon. 91 degrees, our first pitch temperature. Called strike that time, and it's even at 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
Swinging a ball hit high in the air, deep down the left field line. This has plenty of carry, and that's going to be off the ivy-covered wall. And he will coast into second with a leadoff double.
Wow, that's the way to kick off a day at the ballpark right there. Leadoff hitter, and he puts the pitcher on his heels right out of the gate with a leadoff double. It's hard to get settled into a game as a pitcher when you're dealing with a runner in scoring position, one batter into the game.
In now, Robbie Waite, standing in from the right side as he takes strike one. He enters play with 14 home runs to his credit this year. 0-1, here's the pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, one away.
Batting first, the first baseman, Alexi.
So striding forward now, Alexi Ortega. He's had a phenomenal year at the plate, entering this August contest as the league's batting average leader.
I've never been in this position in my career before. I wonder if he's counting games down. You certainly want to walk away at the end of the year with a batting crown.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. The 1-0. 2-0. And though he's one of the league's best hitters to this point, the average has taken a dip over the last few series. He's sitting in the low 200s over his last 10 games.
Yeah, a lot of guys usually have peaks and valleys throughout the year. They grab about 4 slumps a year. He's only had 10 games where he hasn't swung the bat well, but he's picking the wrong time to do it. He has got to pick up the pace right now.
He's gotten a favorable call or two at the plate in this at-bat, so that take on 2-0 is probably a result. Got a pretty tight zone. Didn't go his way that time, though.
And an easy play out there as this is taken for the second out.
The left fielder, Brennan Davis.
Coming to the plate now, Brennan Davis, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit well towards the hole, and that's through into left, a base hit. Long throw to the plate, and not in time as the run scores.
Hey, this team's been in a pretty bad funk, D-Row. They've had a difficult time scoring and winning any game, so to strike early, that RBI single right there is awfully big.
Yeah, and hopefully the pitcher's able to breathe a sigh of relief, Dan, like you say all the time. Give me some early runs and let me relax and attack the zone.
I've always said, D-Row, you score me 6 runs, I'm going to win a lot of games.
At the plate now, Robbie Oldham. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. And while he's cultivated one of the league's best batting averages, the pace has slowed down ever so slightly in recent days. He's hitting under 300 over his last 10 games.
Yeah, the last 10 games he's certainly treading water right now. But if you can mix in that knock when you don't feel great at the plate, the track record says he's going to get hot again. And when he does, watch out.
The 1-1 home. Off the plate that time and a little high. It's even at 2-2. Well, time to look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Dan, we got Dave Lawrence behind the dish tonight. One of the best in the business, in my opinion, but sometimes has a tendency to fall into a pattern where he
got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. 1 in the inning for the Pirates on a couple of hits. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. Pittsburgh leads this one 1-0. Dwayne Jenkins gets the ball in game 3 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really dependable. Last 3 starts, ERA just under 3.00, and that's some pretty good pitching. Minimizes the amount of walks, keeps his hits down, and if he can do more of the same of that, he should have some pretty good fortune in this one here today.
Digging in, Pete Armstrong. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Armstrong.
Now here's the pitch. And that's by him. It's 0-1. And guys, as we take a look at the Pirates coming into this afternoon, they come in not exactly setting the world on fire, as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty V, and you know what, D-Row, this is when you really get tested. They call it the dog days of August for a reason. When you're struggling like this team is right now, the games get long, the schedule gets long, and you start looking forward towards the end of the season.
Yeah, but you got to find a way, Dan. You know as well as I do. You got to look in the mirror. You're playing for way more, especially the way this team is underachieved. You got to keep grinding. You got to find a way to put your foot on the gas and show up to the yard every day ready to go.
Embry.
Stepping up to the plate, J.C. Embry, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. He's set. Here it comes. And while he's been one of the best at the plate all year, his recent numbers have brought him back down to earth a bit.
Yeah, he's running into the dog days right now, but over the last 10 games, he's almost at 300, and that's nothing to shake a stick at. Most guys would take that for an entire season. This guy has watched his average dip just a smidge over his last 10 games.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. And here's a fastball, not close, as he runs it to 2-1 now.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
The 2-1. Hit hard down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
That was some great situational hitting there after surveying the field to see what the defense was giving him. The third baseman was well off the line, and he had no chance to make a play as he sprays it down the left field line for a 2-bagger.
Standing in now, Sammy Sosa. And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right. Sosa is a prolific power hitter, and you probably didn't need me to tell you that. Doesn't matter what kind of pitching he faces, there's a lot of pop in that bat. As the fastball is let go. Lifted into the air out toward center field. Oldham is there. 2 gone.
Batting fourth, the left fielder, Suzuki.
Stepping up now, Sito Suzuki, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Slider laid off for a ball. Chopper to short. Oh, and it eats him up a bit.
Boy, you know, D-Row, every pitcher loves that. Shortstop does a great job just to knock that ball down, to keep it from the outfield, to keep that runner from advancing all the way to home.
Yeah, and as a former middle infielder, Dan, we love this stuff. This is what gets you jacked up, trying to save runs for your pitcher, give you another chance to execute and get us out of this inning.
To the plate now, Freddie Santiago. And they're runners at the corners now. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Runners on first and third, 2 away. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Left fielder giving chase. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Cubs strand a couple. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. New inning set to get underway, and set to go as the third baseman, Matthew Berg. Here's the first pitch to him. 0-1 the count. The pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
Batting seventh, the right fielder, Lester Bowen.
Set to get his day started, Lester Bowen, batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. First offering on its way. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike. And with an average over the 300 mark in his last 10 games, he's showing no signs of slowing down as we begin winding down the regular season.
Yeah, with only a couple weeks left, this guy has given you months and months of production. Every time he strides to the plate, certainly looks confident and has been swinging a hot bat lately.
You rarely see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and man, as a hitter, probably a good chance you're not going to see that pitch again.
A ball and 2 strikes now.
Man, the pitcher let the guy off easy right there. That 0-2 pitch wasn't even close. I'd rate that as a non-competitive pitch.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Still 2-2. Now here's the pitch. And he'll try to hold back, but he won't be able to, as that's ruled a swing, and there are 2 away now.
For me, check swings are right there next to bang plays at first as the most difficult calls for an ump to make. Taking a look at show motion, the batter doesn't appear to hold up enough, so I think the call was right.
John Clark is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Now a fastball off the plate away, a ball and a strike.
1-1.
And he misses 2-1. Now here it comes. The catcher wanted it down, and they got him to chase it for strike 2.
Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning.
Down in order go the Pirates. And after an inning and a half, it's 1-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and digging in is the big-time power threat, Horatio Choi. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Good pitch there, called a strike on the inside corner. One and one, the count to the Cubs' first baseman.
If you're going to have success against some of the better hitters in the game, you got to get that pitch right there. 0-2, he's almost certainly out. 1-1, he's got a chance to really do some damage.
Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2. Jenkins is a guy that's able to keep the bat off the ball. That's kind of the name of the game for a pitcher, and as a starter, it really helps him work deep into games.
Matty V, one of the toughest parts about scoring runs is bunching 3 or 4 hits together an inning, and that's one of the things this guy does really well. He's tough to hit, and he's really tough to get 3 or 4 hits off of. That's one of the reasons why he's one of the better pitchers.
Drilled down the line.
Hey, you guys know me. Hitting's a process of elimination, and I'm eliminating the changeup this next pitch. I'm on everything else.
And it's fouled away. The 2-2.
I got 3 and 2.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome. You go back to the dugout as the offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
And he fouls this one off. Once again, a 3-2.
I know the fans love the souvenirs, but the battle between the pitcher and batter right here is what makes the game great.
The payoff pitch one more time. And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
And that at-bat will put a smile on any manager's face. The pitch total of the opposing pitcher just keeps going higher and higher, and he still couldn't put him away. So this inning is off to a good start for the guys carrying the sticks.
So striding in, Jesse Padilla. He'll get to take his first cuts here. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Runner goes. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Oldham is to his left as he puts it away in the alley for the first out of the inning.
Batting in, the shortstop, Nicholas Horner.
Now to the plate, Nicholas Horner. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. He's set. Now the pitch. On the ground is short. This could be 2. To second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Cubs are down quietly. They're down 1-0. So here now's the pitcher, Dwayne Jenkins. 9-1-2 due up.
Jenkins.
First delivery to him on the way. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. And with an average over 400 over his last few series, he's certainly making his case for the batting title here in August.
Yeah, and this is when you run down the competition. The dog days of August start creeping in. Sweltering heat out there, and you got to find a way to lock in. That's certainly what he's done over the last 10 games. Absolutely crushing the baseball.
And he'll get over to... Oh, it kicks off his glove. How did he do that? Hit out towards second. Scooped up. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. So with 1 away in the inning, we'll give you a look at the current standings entering play. As you can see that these guys have a pretty good stranglehold on the division to this point. Striding in once again, Antonio Ruiz. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he'll watch the slurve that falls in for strike 1. A 1-1 count to the Pirates' leadoff hitter. Now the pitch. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Up next,
Digging in, Robbie Waite. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch coming, here it is. Clearly off with his timing on that one, a swinging strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1. One and 2 now as that's in there at the knees. Pitch on the way. And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. 1-2-3 go the Pirates, but they hold a 1-0 lead.
We're just about set to go here as the Cubs come to bat in the 3rd inning, and Chicago fans have been fortunate to watch one of the best offenses around this season. They come into this game near the top of the league in both batting average and on-base percentage. And talking to a few of the players earlier, they emphasized the importance of having quality at-bats every time one of them goes to the plate. One player told me, "We have a lot of professional hitters on this team, and we hold each other up to a certain standard." Guys, that level of accountability seems to make them a difficult bunch to deal with.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Some Igawa is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. Now the pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. Reined in. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
Now batting, center fielder, Pete Armstrong.
So in now for Chicago, Pete Armstrong. Here's the pitch.
Count 1-0.
The 1-0 home.
Whoa, that's down.
Hey, you want to talk about being in the zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
Now the 2-0. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Running hard. He's digging for second. And he'll pull into second with one away.
You'd think they'd stop pitching to this guy by now. He's been torching them all weekend, and he stays hot here with another extra base hit. They'll be happy when this series is over, so they don't have to deal with this dude anymore.
So now to the plate, J.C. Embry, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2. Changes up on him there, but it's 1-2.
Step out of the box, take a deep breath. After spitting on that changeup, you might have bought yourself a fastball.
Smoke toward the hole. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only one away.
Chalk up another multi-hit game for this guy. He is absolutely on fire. Been on a nice hot streak as of late, and I don't see it ending anytime soon.
At the plate, Sammy Sosa, as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Sosa has a batting line residing in the 290s, looking to boost that even higher here. Out in front here is this one scorched foul to the left.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
Fooled him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
Sito Suzuki is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. 1-0. Here it is. High in the air out to center field. Center fielder giving chase. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Cubs strand a couple. They still trail 1-0. All set for the start of the fourth. And here comes the first baseman, Alexi Ortega.
Alexi Ortega.
Now here's the pitch. First pitch fastball swung on and missed, 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. And he takes a called strike 2.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
The 1-2. And that's swung on and missed, so good work on the mound will take care of the National League's leading hitter, and there's one away.
This is why it's so hard to be successful as a hitter when you fall behind in the count. 1-2, you're probably expecting some sort of off-speed pitches, but when the pitcher offers up a good hard fastball, it's pretty hard to adjust and catch up to it.
In now, Brennan Davis, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. The 1-0.
Ball, that's outside.
Davis playing here in his age 26 season. He's in his 4th season as a major league player. The 2-0. One run, 2 hits, and no errors so far for the Pirates. Started to go around, but he's able to check his swing for ball 3.
I love the ability to hold up right there, especially with count leverage. I know you want to get aggressive in the strike zone, but he was able to notice that that wasn't his pitch.
Strike 2 taken, a fastball that clips the inside black. Tough fastball that time, but he hangs with it to stay alive. The 3-2 one more time. And another foul ball. The next 3-2. There's ball 4.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Digging in to try it again, Robbie Oldham. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this AB.
The 1-0. He pops it up. Corner onto the grass. He gets there, and that's the second out.
Now batting, third baseman, Matthew Bird.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Matthew Bird. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now a ball hit in the air to straightaway left. This is carrying well. Out of here. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. Number 10 for him on the year. And the lead for the Pirates is now 3-0.
Yeah, and as we take a look at it on replay, you can see this thing was gone from the second it left his bat. A thunderous shot that dang near gave the pitcher a little whiplash. Challenged him with a fastball and lost big time.
At the plate now, Lester Bowen. And he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball, 1-0. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. The windup and the 1-0 pitch.
Oh, that's up there.
Bowen, a California-born ball player. He's an 11-year vet at the major league level, so he certainly put together a nice career in professional baseball. 2 balls and a strike.
I got 2-1 to count.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. 3 runs, 3 hits, and no errors so far for the Pirates. And that one right down Main Street.
Wow, not sure what you're looking for right there, but that one was pretty much middle center cut. Tough pitch to take.
Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. The next 3-2. He loses him on ball 4.
Yeah, the pitching coach would hate to go to the bullpen this early in the game, but sometimes you have no choice. On the flip side, he might just get in his face a little bit out there, try to challenge him, wake him up from his funk. Either way, we'll see how it works.
Ready for another chance? John Clark. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. From the belt, kicks and deals. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Has a look, now the pitch. Pitch out, nothing doing. Now the 2-1 pitch. Tried to bury one down and away, but it's a full count now, 3-2.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
And he misses again, ball 4, and that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on balls.
Oh, man, I think this walk is going to grind at him for a bit. He just missed, and now the inning continues with the man in scoring position.
Standing in, Dwayne Jenkins comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. From the stretch.
That's a ball.
Bowen over at second. Clark at first, 2 out in the inning. Strike taken up in the zone.
1-1.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2. Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. Hit out towards second. He's got it. Throw on to first, and they're able to escape the monster inning as the side is retired. But the Pirates do get a couple here on this 2-run home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's now 3-0 Pittsburgh. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th, and that'll give way to the third baseman, Freddie Santiago.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
A ball and no strikes.
Ball 1, no strike.
Here's a little chopper up the middle, fielded cleanly, and quickly there's one down to lead off the frame.
The first baseman, number 19, Horatio Joy.
So digging in now, Horatio Choi. He drew a walk his first time up. He's set, and the pitch.
Ball, that's kicked out.
One out, nobody on. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now.
They obviously circled him before the game that they were not going to let him beat them. Walked him this first time up, and now they're nibbling again.
Too high, and it's 3-0.
I wouldn't be surprised if he had the green light here. Matter of fact, I know he's got the green light here. He's looking for something set or cut, and he's looking to do damage.
Fastball over the outside, but in there for a strike.
Stealing that strike on 3-0 was important, but you don't want to miss over the heart of the plate in this situation. I got to believe he's going to be way more aggressive right here.
Set. Here's the 3-1. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And he's in there easily at second with a one-out double.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
Into the box now, Jesse Padilla, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Here's the 0-1. Softly hit toward the hole. Scooped up. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Now batting, shortstop, Nicholas Corner.
Striding in, Nicholas Corner, runner in scoring position with two gone. Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Count 1-0.
Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0.
Looked like he just tried to do too much with that fastball right there. He overthrew it a little bit. That's pretty much the case when you airmail a fastball like that.
Nope.
Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. The 2-0 on the way.
Hey! You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
On a good pitch there, had him stretching to get out there, and it's 2-2 now.
That's a really nice thing about pitching with the base open. You can work out of the strike zone a little bit more and try to get a guy to chase your pitch, just like that one.
2 outs here with a runner at third. He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. 1 left for the Cubs. They trail it here 3-0. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Antonio Ruiz. He's in to get things going here in inning number 5. First pitch of the at-bat. In need of a quick inning here, but he starts this one with a ball. It's 1-0. And it looked like the fastball got away from him there.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitch
hit high and deep to left field. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Now batting, shortstop, Robbie Wait.
Ready once again, Robbie Wait. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Bases are empty, 1 man out. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
There's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if they have to incorporate that into their mindset.
Holds off on the slurve that time, and it's 1-2. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. sent on the ground out to second. Right to him. And that's the second out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Alexi Ortega.
Digging in, Alexi Ortega. First pitch on its way. I had him lunging at that one out of the zone, and that's strike one.
See, guys, he is human. Occasionally an ugly swing right there, but he's having a monster season, so I'm going to give him a free pass.
The windup and the 0-1. Now a fastball is lifted into the air to shallow center. Armstrong is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Pirates. They lead it 3-0. Welcome back for the bottom of the fifth. Here's Heidi Wackney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And one thing he mentioned is how well they're doing at simply putting the ball in play. They currently have more than one hit per inning, and looking at strikeouts, they only have 2. So far, the recipe for success has been to make contact early and often.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Set now for the bottom of the fifth, and next will be the pitcher, Sam Igawa. Pitch on the way. Way late on the fastball for strike one. And some action now in the Pirates bullpen. They've got a lefty and a right-hander up to throw. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. And this is high, a ball and a strike. Hit in the air out to left field. Left fielder giving chase. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
The center fielder, number 4, Pete Armstrong.
Digging in once again, Pete Armstrong. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. Here's the first pitch to him.
Aye. Inside, ball 1.
1-1.
Hey.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. Swing and a miss on the breaking pitch. 2 away.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Casey Embry.
Standing in now, J.C. Embry. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. Comes set and the 0-1. Lined into right, a base hit. Around first, he's digging for second. Around second now, and this ball still hasn't been fielded. And he'll get there without a play. It's a stand-up triple.
Of course they feel good about the triple, but I know how manager's thinking. He's in the dugout wishing that triple would have come when some guys were on base. They've left a lot of guys out there in this one. We'll see if his teammate can bring him home.
Stepping into the box, Sammy Sosa, hoping to cash in following the 2-out triple. Here comes the first pitch.
Ball. Ball one, no play.
The 1-0. Misses, ball 2.
Hey, he's going to have to forget about that triple right there and bear down on this next batter. Have confidence in his catcher if he wants to bounce something and be on the attack.
The 2-0 on the way. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. No damage done after the 2-out triple. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. All set for the start of the inning, and digging in is the outfielder, Brennan Davis.
Brennan Davis.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
1-0.
And now the Cubs bullpen will start working here as both a lefty and a righty are up. Two and 0 now. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. Into the bleachers and gone. So it's a solo shot to dead center, number 17 for him on the season, as the Pirates have opened it up now 4-0.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in the game.
The Chicago manager up out of the dugout now as he'll make the slow walk to the mound. And it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. Just 5 innings of work for him here as he really never found his rhythm in this one. Ronnie Wickert takes over on the mound here with nobody out in the 6th inning.
Number 0, Ronnie Wickert.
Stepping into the box, Robbie Oldham. And Dan, after that home run, it looks like they might be able to end this losing streak that they've been mired in.
Yeah, and a win at this level feels really good, especially when it's been a while. They're on their way if they can play well the rest of the game.
First pitch on its way. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Goodness. 0-2 now.
Made him look silly with that one.
Fork ball. That's in the dirt for a ball. Wickert A right-hander standing 6'3". He was a supplemental round selection back in the 2022 first-year player draft.
What an absolute steal. I mean, this guy has gotten a lot of people some big raises in the organization. To be drafted as low as he was and turned himself into one of the biggest superstars in our sport. I am very impressed with what this guy's been able to accomplish.
Filthy changeup that time, but he's able to make contact, and he'll get another chance. No outs, nobody on. Count remains 2-2. Now the pitch. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
That strikeout was a real good example of a pitcher continuing to make a guy chase out of the zone. When you recognize a hitter is in protect mode, you don't have to come inside the strike zone. You can just expand further and further until he literally can't touch it.
So now to the plate, Matthew Berg. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. The windup and the 0-1. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. 1 out, nobody on. Oh, he pulls the string on the circle change. 1-2. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
The right fielder, number 7.
Coming to the plate now, Lester Bowen. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First delivery to him on the way. Strike swinging, timing a little off on that one.
You got to be paying attention as an offense in a hitter's meeting in this situation. When you got a guy on the mound that you know the bottom can drop out of any pitch he throws, you have to elevate your sights.
Breaking ball drops right in the chute for a strike.
Down 0-2 to a guy with this much weaponry, 5 pitches he can go to, not looking good.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Pirates tack on 1 more on the solo home run. On to the bottom of the 6th. It's now 4-0 Pittsburgh. Bottom of the inning now, and next it'll be the outfielder, Sito Suzuki.
This one doesn't look good so far, down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
1 ball, no strikes to count. A ball and no strikes. Here it is.
That's ball 2.
He's got that certainly timed up now. I'd be shocked if the pitcher goes to the well 3 times in a row with off speed.
The 2-1 home. Doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3.
Hey, throwing the ball great up until this point. Don't want to allow a leadoff walk. Needs to just focus in on his mechanics right here.
The 3-1. A swing and a miss, and that'll fill the count at 3-2.
Hey, it's tough when your team is being held scoreless on the scoreboard. He was trying to put him on the board with a swing like that one.
Now the payoff pitch home. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Oldham is going to get back, and he'll put this one away on the warning track for the first out.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
At the plate, Freddie Santiago. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
One of the things this guy would like to do from the left side is swing it a little bit better against right-handed pitching. This guy has decent numbers, but not great numbers against right-handed pitchers.
And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. A ball and a strike.
Well, they've really had an answer for keeping him in check in this series. He's offered very little resistance with the bat in his hand so far.
Bases are empty, one man out. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball.
And when a guy starts leaving the curveball up, that's a sign he's beginning to tire a little bit out there. He's got to be able to get on top of that pitch, or he's going to start getting hurt.
The 2-1. This is on the ground over to first. He's got it, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
The first baseman, number 19, Choi.
Settling in now, Horatio Choi. He's set. Here it comes. Now a slider well off the plate. An easy take there. Hit hard on the ground at first. Fielded cleanly. And he'll step on the bag himself. And the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They trail here 4-0. Into the box, John Clark. He'll lead it off here as we begin inning number 7. Here's the first pitch to him. Bounce to first. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Now batting, the pitcher, Dwayne Jenkins.
Ted Tyson will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
For Pittsburgh, number 2, Ted Tyson.
Inside with the screwball for ball 1. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 26 home runs and 64 runs batted in. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And that's swung on and missed on a pitch down 1-1. One out, nobody on. Now a fork ball, but this will bounce near the plate for a ball. Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2. And a swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th.
Man, they've really had his number so far in this series. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone.
Ruiz.
At the plate, Antonio Ruiz. He'll swing and lift the ball foul off to the left and out of play. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. Padilla recovers. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates, but they're in front 4-0. Jonathan Armas gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Jonathan Armas.
Last half of the 7th here, and digging in is the switch-hitting catcher, Jesse Padilla.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Ball 1.
Count 1-0.
The 1-0. Armas, a 5'10" right-hander. He's in his 4th season as a major league player. The 2-0 on the way. Is offered at and missed for the first strike.
1 strike.
Fouled off. The 2-2. Down the third baseline. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Now here it comes. This is in the air out to straightaway center. Oldham is right there, 1 down.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Nicholas Horner.
Now at the plate, Nicholas Horner. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point. First offering on its way.
Nope.
Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. Now it looks like a right-hander's up and throwing in the Pittsburgh bullpen. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Now here it comes.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
The 1-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Center fielder giving chase. He gets there and makes the play for the 2nd out of the inning.
The pitcher, 0-0, Ronnie Wicker.
Ryan Buckner will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
Ryan Buckner.
First pitch is a curveball that's inside, 1-0. And he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. That's inside, 2-0.
Not even close with the 1-0. He needs to get back in the zone, but be careful. Work the quadrants.
Outside and low, 3-0.
Well, he knows it, but this is the kind of guy you just have to go right after. He's not the biggest threat with the bat, so it's time to challenge him right here.
Here it is on 3-0. And he lays off ball 4, so he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done.
3 of those pitches were definitely out of the zone, but that last pitch looked pretty darn good to me. You're not usually going to get many favorable calls on 3-0, though. You have to earn that spot.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Pete Armstrong, man at first after the 2-out walk. From the belt, the pitch.
1-0.
Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes.
Perfect time for a mound visit right here. Just give him a breather, a chance to collect himself and get back to work.
Now the 1-0.
2-0.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
Here's a fly ball, well hit. Racing back, the right fielder. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Cubs strand 1. They're down 4-0. Julio Teheran's been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Chicago Cubs. Number 49, Julio Teheran.
Digging in the switch hitter, Robbie Waite. He'll have a new pitcher waiting for him as we begin their half of the 8th.
Wait.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. The windup and the 0-1. Fastball called for strike 2.
2 well-executed pitches at the knees right there, but I know this hitter's looking for something up.
Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Again, he sends it out of play.
He was looking for a swing and a miss breaker right there, but left that one in the zone and it got fouled off.
And it's 1-2. Ball 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So it's a leadoff base hit to open their half of the 8th.
Man, I thought this at bat was over. Down 0-2. He's able to work himself back into a hitter's count 2-2, and he's able to find a knockout there.
Stepping in now, Alexi Ortega, as he will take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
Your idea of working the count goes out the window. You're frustrated right now, down 0-2. Gotta find a way to grind.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
If you've got a good fastball going and they're not handling, keep throwing it. Right there, 3 fastballs in a row. He gone.
Into the box, Brennan Davis, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. And this one's in the dirt, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Runner at first here, 1 man out. One and two now as that one's fouled off. From the belt, kicks and deals.
Oh, that's out.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Now, oh my, this ball is crushed. Look at it go. And it's gone into the bleachers. So a 2-run shot to left center, his second of the game. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
Second home run of the game right there. He is locked in at the plate. You hear so many of today's players talk about rhythm and timing. Well, he is perfectly on time in the heart of the zone.
Into the box now, Robbie Oldham, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
And that'll be the second out.
Now batting, the third baseman, Matthew Berg.
So the next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Matthew Berg. Here's the first pitch to him. Both teams with 6 hits so far. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. This is on the ground over to first. Reined in. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. But the Pirates do get a couple here on this 2-run home run. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Pirates 6 and the Cubs nothing. Trying to pick things up where we left off. J.C. Embry. He'll get things started now in the bottom of inning number 8.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Now the 1-0. Ties him up inside with a good fastball.
Oh, I love that pitch right there. Up and in. Jam. Sandwich.
Fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. The 1-2. And he goes the other way as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left. Oh, and he misses it. And that'll hit off the ivy out there. And he'll get in there safely.
Wow, he's getting his daily conditioning in during the game. That's his second triple, so obviously he's seeing the ball great, and he's showing he knows how to motor around the bases just fine.
Now in the box, Sammy Sosa. And his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Popped him up. Clark shading to his right. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
The left fielder, number 24, Ito Suzuki.
Now at the plate, Sito Suzuki. Here comes the first pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike one. One out and a runner on third. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike.
That's not a pitch he misses very often. He knows he should have done something with that one.
Sent on the ground out to second. Scooped up. Throw will get him for the second out, but meanwhile the run is in to score from third.
They get the run there, but this late in the game with the lead in hand, you'll definitely trade an out for a run. That doesn't mean a whole lot.
Brian Rodriguez enters here looking to get the final out before the 9th inning.
Number 10, Brian Rodriguez.
Freddie Santiago will be the first one to greet him, as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here. Here's the pitch. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. Pitch on the way. Behind 0-2 now. Rodriguez has over 40 innings on his line so far and has a rather inflated ERA, one that won't come down easily. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. So 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. 9th inning coming up. It's the Pirates 6 and the Cubs 1. Jay Roberts enters from the pen to start the 9th inning, as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Now batting, Lester Bowen.
The right fielder, Lester Bowen.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Hey. 0-1. Boom. That's inside.
The 1-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
That's the perfect pitch after you've just brushed a guy back. The hitter probably isn't sitting up there thinking you're going to flip something soft up there.
And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
Now back, catcher, John Clark.
Standing in now, John Clark, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. In the air to straightaway right. Sosa will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first.
Now batting, the pitcher, Brian
Alan Bale will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 22, Alan Bale.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. A ball and a strike.
1-1.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
1 strike.
Runners on first with one down. Now this is slowly hit to short, probably too slowly to get to. And indeed, he won't look at second. He'll just flip it on over to first to take this sure out.
Now batting, the second baseman, Antonio Ruiz.
Stepping in, Antonio Ruiz. He's 1 for 4 for the game. From the stretch.
Nope, that's inside.
Hit out towards second. He's got it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. One left for Pittsburgh. They lead it 6-1. J.J. Dotson is on, and he'll take over on the mound in relief.
Number 5, J.J. Dotson.
All set for the bottom of the ninth. And set to go is the rookie first baseman, Horatio Choi. Pitch on the way. First pitch fastball in on the fists for ball 1. Fastball laid off well below the knees. Action now in that Pirate bullpen as a left-hander starts to heat up down there. The 2-0 on the way. Weak roller right side. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
The catcher, number 3, Jesse Padilla.
Digging in now, Jesse Padilla. He flew out in his last at-bat. First offering on its way.
Nope.
And that misses for ball 1. Dotson has thrown a little over 50 innings, and with an ERA in the 5s, has some work to do to bring it down into a more respectable range. 1 out, nobody on. Popped him up. Berg in foul ground, and that's the second out of the inning.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Nicholas Horner.
So coming to the plate, Nicholas Horner, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Ball and a strike.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
The 1-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Grounded down the third baseline. But this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. 2 out, nobody on. The Cubs are down to their final strike here. And this ball's pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Into the bleachers and gone.
No surprise with that swing of the bat. This guy is simply one of the best in the game right now. There's not too many guys that take a beautiful hack like that in the league.
Jimmy Grimes will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 8, Jimmy Grimes.
Fouled away. The windup and the 0-1.
Got a ball, 1 strike.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Lifted in the air to center. Catch is made, and the Pirates will put an end to their 3-game skid as this ball game is over.
Hey, it's hard to win games at any point, but to win games on the road, especially in this ballpark, so they are very happy with this win.
6-2 the final total today. The Pittsburgh Pirates jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Dwayne Jenkins earns his 6th winning decision in this one. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.